Well, hey there, stranger. I know it's been a while, and I'm finally back out in the woods, and it's 2022. It's been about 6 months since the last time I was out. But today, I'm out here in chilly but beautiful McCormick's Creek State Park. I tried twice last year. Once in May, I believe. May or June. And I guess it was May. And then once again in October. And both of those trips were canceled like the Friday before. So I was supposed to leave on like Friday, and I guess it would have been Thursday before that I had my trips canceled, and variety of reasons, but I'm back, and I finally made it here. It's no longer the cursed trip for me. Well, fingers crossed. I hope. I should probably save that for the end of the hike. But I'm super excited to be out here. Look at that. Beautiful ice formations. That's amazing. Okay. I'm still on Trail 5, heading out to Wolf Cave. Oh, we made it to Wolf Cave. I didn't realize I was that close. That's hilarious and seriously unplanned. So this is actually one of the more heavily trafficked trails here in Indiana, and I got here and did this one very first thing because I wanted to make sure it wasn't as busy while I was here. But there you go. Look inside the little cave here. Pretty nifty. Not super deep or anything. Well, at least what I can see. But nonetheless, a fun little cave, nice little hike. Very easy to get out here. As you know, most heavily trafficked trails are. So let's see. So the reason it's called Wolf Cave is from a legend. Indiana had wolves until the mid-1800s, and according to legend, early settler Nancy Pedden was returning home from selling eggs and butter. As she passed the cave entrance, several wolves emerged and began pursuing her. She threw down her bonnet and gloves to distract the wolves, allowing her to get home safely. So that is why it is called Wolf Cave. All right. Well, that's cool. This is actually the second time I've been here. First time I might have been in middle school or something like that. I came with my brother-in-law. He brought me down here to do some hiking. And I remembered it being pretty small back then. That's definitely the case. Hello, Mr. Chipmunk. What you doing? So heading this way is the completion of the loop. This side of the loop, I believe, is much less traveled. I'm not sure that I even did it, this loop. I think we might have just hiked out to the cave and turned around and hiked back. And I think that's what most people do. But I'm here today to hike all the trails. I think there's like 10.9 or 10.8, something like that, miles of trail. Oh, and there's the backside of the cave, I guess. We'll walk up here. But 10.9 or so miles of trail, so call it 11. And oh, that's cool. It's like it's a little arch. Area behind sign closed to forest restoration. Okay, well, I'm not behind that sign, so we're okay here. But I have to do, back to the trail, I have to do about, I'm gonna guess 13 or 13 and a half miles of hiking today to link them all together. A little bit of doubling back, but actually mostly it's doing road walks to connect the two trails, or several trails, I should say. If camera footage looks a little different, which it should, it's because I'm filming in a different way today. I got a new iPhone, and my wife got me the gimbal that works for phones from DJI. I think it's OM now. It used to be called like the Osmo. And I'm trying this out because a little lower, a little less gear to carry. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad I walked up here. It's really cool. But, and I thought with the new iPhone cameras and the way they work, that it might actually look a little bit nicer. I don't know if that's true, but this is my trial. I did bring my Canon camera. It's in my backpack just in case this doesn't work out. Oh wow, look at those icicles. Beautiful. Huh. I definitely have not been up in here before. So, that's really cool. So, Trail 5 still. Just came from back that way. Had a couple of sketchy stream crossings along the way, but my feet didn't get too wet. And saw this and thought, man, definitely stop and take a look. It's beautiful. A few icicles up there. Awesome. Just absolutely awesome. Such a gorgeous day to be out hiking. All right, we're at the intersection of Trail 8 and 5, and Trail 8 is a paved, probably bike path or whatever. I'm gonna go finish off this little bit of section, Trail 5, come back, and then I'll do Trail 8. All right, so here we are at the end of Trail 8. Already completed Trail 5. Well, I should say one end of Trail 8, which is this shelter and playground. So I actually stopped here to use the restroom. There are no restrooms at the Wolf Cave parking lot, trailhead, whatever. Oh, maybe it continues on up to the pool house. I didn't think about that. Here, I thought I was at the end of it. Well, you get to just the Trail 8. I'm gonna hike to the end, turn around, hike to the other end, which is at the campground, and then I'll pick you up on the other side where I don't know what trail it is right now off the top of my head, but there's another trail after I cross the campground, so I'll see you then. Just finished Trail 8. I am now walking across the campground, which is a pretty nice little campground. Here, not gonna have much yard space or anything like that for activities. It's all gravel. I guess this would be, I don't know, I guess just straight modern since they all have power. So it's just for small RVs and stuff. But here we are at Trail 6. And this is a horseshoe loop out next to, takes you out by the youth tent area. All right, here we are, Trail 7. I said earlier incorrectly, Trail 3. Trail 3 is much later in the hike, but I just took a little connector. There's sorry, up there is the parking lot where my truck is, and this would be my last chance to stop by if I really wanted to for a while, but I'm good. So I'm taking this, it's listed as a C trail, which is connector. These do not have mileage on them. And then I think right up here is, I'll hit Trail 7, and then almost like do the little Trail 7 loop and come back, and then I think it's Trail 10 somewhere along here. Might be right there, I don't know. Somewhere along here there's Trail 10, and it takes me over to some other trails. So let's go down and look at this. Oh wow, I did not expect these bluffs here. Holy cow, that is gorgeous. Let me see. So there's the trail, and it goes there is a little bit of softening happen to some of the ground out here. So I'm actually kind of wondering if they're not just all going to be gravel like this though at this point. Wow. Look at those icicles. It's just so cool. Huh. There's definitely a trail over there. Must be a reroute. But I can see a bench and a trail sign. And that makes more sense as to why there's this 2 Trail 7 sign here. Huh. Don't know. But I'm gonna stick on Trail 7 because trying to cross this does not look fun today. Well, I found the creek apparently slowed down. I don't know if there's a dam or something up here. And it is flooded way out there. It's crazy how much water is down there. Oh boy, it sure looks like the trail goes right into the water. Huh. Well, you can kind of see where it goes. I wonder if it just hugs back and I can walk along the edge up here. Let's see, take a quick look-see. I think I can walk through here pretty easily without doing any real damage. Actually, kind of looks like some other people have already been up through here. But I noticed Trail 7 was not supposed to cross the water. So, just supposed to be kind of next to it. Trying to look for trail markers. I mean, building right up there. Probably has something to do with the campground, because I know this goes right by the campground. Alrighty, well, made it back on the trail. Wasn't too far up the beaten path, I guess. Wait, less beaten path? Yes. Looks like it connects up to the White River right here, and this is flooded too. Oh, good times. Good, good, good. This might be a little worse, to be frank. Let's give it a go. Okay, so got back to my truck. Drove over here to Trail 9, which was originally gonna be my last trail because I thought it was the only time I was gonna have to move my truck. So I'm gonna go hike this. It's about 1.2 miles. I think it's supposed to be fairly easy. The Pedden farm site from the lady at the Wolf Cave, whatever, lore, I guess. I think this is their farm site. So that's kind of along the, I guess it's really at the end of the trail, here back at the parking lot. And then I'll move again somewhere up by the end. Haven't really looked yet. And I'll hike the, so this is 9, and then I have 1, 2, 3, and 4 to hike over there. And that plus 9 here totals about 5 miles, or 5.5 miles maybe. So shouldn't be too terribly bad. And I just took this opportunity to basically take a lunch break. It is noon. So I got my socks and shoes off, let my feet dry out, just got changed into a new pair, and had a few of these That's It bars, these little ones. I've only been able to find them at Costco, and I think they have them on Amazon, but they're way more expensive on Amazon. But if you want a healthier trail food, these things are amazing. They don't pack a ton of calories, but the only 2 ingredients in it is apples and strawberries for this one, and then apples and blueberries for the other. And it does not have that, you know, most of these fruit bars are made with dates, and I don't like the texture of dates. I don't mind the taste, I just don't like the way it feels while you're eating it. And these don't have that at all. So I've eaten a couple of these. Gonna eat this one, and then I'm gonna hit trail 9. So I will check in on the trail. Okay, so I'm here at the Pedden farm site. This is, I guess, where the home was. And well, that might be, I don't know, 12 by 14. What's in the ground here. Of course, it could have probably kept going that way and then over or something. But that's really cool. And there's another building down here. I don't know if that's it looks more modern. Maybe not. Hey, it's just renovated. Yeah, it's a spring house, so it's our well house. This trail is definitely greasier. Well, there you go. It was graveled at one time, but it's not so much anymore. Let's go. Let's see here. So before refrigeration, the Pedden Spring House kept food cool using old-fashioned ingenuity and local geology. They raised livestock, chicken, and had a vegetable garden, and farmed hundreds of acres. Keeping milk, butter, eggs, and other produce from spoiling required a spring house. Very cool. Trail 3 at the falls. There they are. Icicles being formed up here. Well, this should be interesting. The way the water is today. Looks like you might be able to pick your way around based off of what that guy's doing. But I wonder how far you can actually go. I'm on Trail 3. Just went through kind of a little detour bypass thing. Well, you can kind of see that family last clip going over. It was super slippery, sketchy. But made it through, and now I'm down here on this rocky island, I guess. Now, the guy that kind of went through the same direction as me ahead of me went up top on the cliff. It looked like there's kind of a secondary path that way. So I'm hopeful that he doesn't know something that he doesn't know something I don't know. And later find out that that's really the only way to go when the water's up like it is. Looky here. That flooding I saw from Trail 7 on the other side of this creek. Yep. Trail 2 goes right through it. I gotta try and figure out how to get to higher ground and try and make my way through this. Hey, I know. Let's walk across this. That wasn't too bad. Made it to Trail 1, which is kind of behind the family cabins. Trail 2, after I picked it back up, it's kind of like an access road, just straight up here. These cabins. It is warmed up significantly, and it's a lot softer than it was earlier today. I made it Trail 4. Trail 1 actually was a little bit more of a doozy than I thought. A couple of decent hills. Probably wouldn't have been a big deal if it wasn't the end of my day. Trail 4 starts or ends, whatever, behind the tennis courts and pool behind the inn. I haven't been filming near as much because the trails have all looked like this for the most part, which is kind of your typical southern Indiana trail. It's beautiful, but outside of the ones I spent a lot more time on earlier, Trail 3, Trail 5, even Trail 7 and 10, those had a lot more to look at over the rest of them. So, outro take 3. I am just about done, and And man, have I been blessed with an absolutely beautiful February day. I couldn't have asked for anything better, to be honest. So I just want to say thank you for joining me on my hike of McCormick's Creek State Park. I was able to complete all the trails. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be about 12.5 miles, but it's hard to say because I've screwed up so many times on my recordings today. But if you were to try to do the same thing, plan on about 12.5 miles. So thanks for watching. Until next time, I hope you can get out and enjoy a hike of your own. Bye.